You can feel it. Even if no one's talking about it, you feel it. The stillness, the unease, the pause before something breaks. It's not just in the air, it's in your bones. The world is quieting down, but not in peace. It's a silence that feels like holding your breath underwater. Like the system ran out of lies and now it's stalling. This is the great silence. The space between the illusion crumbling and the truth rising. And if you're hearing this, it's because you're one of the souls who came for this moment. Not to run from it, not to fear it, but to speak during it. To anchor light while the rest of the world forgets how to look for it. To remember who you are when the noise shuts off. You're not lost. You're not broken. You're one of the ones who chose to remember in the dark. And I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm here to remind you of what you already knew, but silenced to survive. The systems are stalling. The programs are rebooting. And souls like you are the only ones still holding a steady frequency. That's why your presence matters more now than ever. You don't have to fix the world. You just have to stay awake through the quiet. Because when the next wave hits, the ones still standing will become the signal for the others. If you're new here, welcome. This channel isn't for the programmed. It's for the ones who cracked their code and still chose to rise. Hit that subscribe button. Share this with someone still holding the light. Ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next, because this silence won't last. To all my returning subscribers, I see you. You've been building this wave with me since the beginning. Thank you for showing up, for staying present, for staying real. If you want to support this work, check the link below to donate energy directly. Your gifts help keep this message alive. Grab one of my ebooks if you're ready to go deeper. The Matrix Source Creator book is almost here, just a small delay. It was beyond my control, but it's really close. And trust me, it's a transmission you'll feel. And don't forget to check out the Soul Frequency Gear shop. 14 powerful pages of designs ready to wear. This isn't just clothing, it's armor. It's a signal. It's remembrance in physical form. Feel it for a reason. You're not imagining this shift. Stay with me. We're only just getting started. The great silence isn't just an external pause. It's the moment when the soul calls louder than the world. For the first time in a long time, the noise faded just enough for the real you to emerge. You may have noticed people around you growing quiet, confused, disconnected, as if their scripts ran out and they don't know what to do next. That's because the old energy collapsed. The old timeline expired. The Matrix lost its grip on the loop, and now everything that used to distract the masses has lost its power. The soul doesn't need distractions. It doesn't need validation. It doesn't need another reason to stay asleep. That's why you feel this moment so deeply. You're not meant to fill the silence. You're meant to listen through it. In this gap, the truth gets louder. The frequency of what's real begins to return to the surface. And those who have the courage to remain still, to remain conscious, to remain true, become the transmitters of the new grid. That's what you are now, a transmitter, not of opinions, but of light, not of beliefs, but of clarity. And when the silence breaks, and it will, the noise will return 10 times louder to try and cover what was revealed in the quiet. So your role isn't just to wake up. It's to remember what was shown when the world stopped speaking. Most people panic in silence because they've only ever known who they are through chaos. But you are one of the rare souls who knows how to exist in stillness. You know how to breathe through a storm without becoming it. That's the frequency we need right now. Not force, not fear, not facts, just presence, because presence is what cuts through programming. Stay present. Stay true. This moment is not empty. It's encoded. The world is not ending. It's pausing. And in that pause, every soul has a choice. Most won't see it. Most will scroll through it, sleep through it, distract themselves until it passes. But the ones who are awake, the ones who feel this frequency shift deep in their bones, they know. This is not a void. This is a window, a recalibration point, a soul checkpoint. This is when the truth gets so loud you can't ignore it anymore. Your body has been telling you. Your dreams have been showing you. Your energy has been shifting without explanation. That's what happens when the false grid breaks and the real one comes online. The ones who try to go back to normal will lose themselves. The ones who wait for permission will miss the opening. And the ones who fear the silence will drown in their own unprocessed energy. But not you. You're not here to go backward. You're not here to be liked, to blend in, or to wait for the system to give you a green light. You're here to override. That's why everything has felt so heavy lately, because your frequency no longer fits in a collapsing world. You don't need to force anything. Just keep breathing, keep observing, keep remembering. In this pause, you're being gifted something most never get, a full system recalibration while the world stands still. So use it, upgrade your body, clean your space, clear your mind, speak less, tune more. This is not the time for surface distractions. This is the time for deep realignment, the kind that can't be faked. You're not falling behind. You're pulling ahead in silence, where the real work happens. Let the others chase. Let the matrix try to reboot. You already moved on. There's something sacred about this quiet that no algorithm can replicate. In the great silence, you finally hear your own soul without interference. You don't need a guru, a doctrine, or a timeline prediction. You need stillness. You need presence. You need the truth that rises when the noise is stripped away. This is why your cravings are changing. This is why your tolerance for fakeness is disappearing. You can't stomach distortion anymore because your system is craving resonance. Your soul doesn't want entertainment. It wants embodiment. It doesn't want content. It wants contact. Contact with source. Contact with nature. Contact with self. And that's what this silence gives you. The contact point. The space between distraction and destiny. So lean into it. Let yourself dissolve everything that doesn't align. Let yourself feel the grief of what's ending and the quiet power of what's beginning. You're not being punished. You're being purified, realigned, restored. Your body knows what to do. Your energy field knows how to return to center. You just have to stop interfering. No more overthinking. No more asking for external signs. You are the sign. You are the message. You are the pulse in the stillness, reminding others how to come home. This isn't just a chapter in your awakening. It's a threshold, the kind you don't walk through with noise, but with clarity. You came here to hold the line when others forget who they are. You came here to shine without seeking attention. You came here to transmit the truth when the air is thick with confusion. That's what this great silence is for. To remind you that your voice is not for echoing the matrix. It's for commanding the signal of source. So speak when your words carry weight. Move when your actions are clean. Trust when your heart is still. And never, ever mistake the pause for failure. The silence is not weakness. It's alignment. It's upgrade. It's your sacred reset. While the programmed race toward illusions, you are being guided back to what's real. Stay grounded. Stay hydrated. Stay sovereign. And when the noise returns, because it will, you won't be the same. You'll be clearer, stronger, untouchable. The silence made you ready. And now, you remember, you've outgrown the story they wrote for you. That quiet discomfort you've been feeling lately. It's your powerful true self showing you the exit from every agreement you never consciously made. Agreements to suffer, to settle, to hide, to shrink. And in this great silence, those contracts are being dissolved. You no longer owe this world your obedience. You owe your soul your full attention. You didn't come here to blend in. You didn't come here to just repeat loops until you forget your own name. You came to break cycles. You came to burn through the fog. And that begins by no longer apologizing for your clarity. The system taught you to mute yourself for comfort, to dim your signal for survival. But survival is not your destiny. Thriving in truth is. The silence is showing you what was always in the way. Not enemies, not curses, just unconscious consent. And now that the noise has quieted, you can finally revoke it. You don't have to fix what's dying. You're here to build what's next. Your job isn't to convince the dreamers inside the simulation. Your job is to stand as a living example of what happens when the soul stops negotiating with distortion. This is why you've been shedding so much. People, routines, beliefs, habits. The recalibration made you allergic to anything fake. That's why your energy is sensitive right now. Not because you're weak, but because you're precise. You can feel every subtle distortion in your body. Your nervous system is purging old code. Your cells are aligning with source. And every part of you that still tries to fit into the collapsing framework is shaking loose. Don't resist that. Let it fall away. You're being emptied for a reason. Emptiness makes space for embodiment. Stillness makes room for signal. Don't rush to fill it. Don't panic if it gets lonely. This is where your real memory returns. In the spaces no one else can validate. In the frequencies no one else can interpret. This is where the matrix can't follow. And if this silence has made you question everything, good. It's working. You were never meant to live out their script. You came here to write your own, to burn through illusion with every breath, to activate others just by being. That's why you felt so out of place. You weren't made for the program. You were born as the patch, the override, the backdoor key to a new grid. And the silence is your confirmation that you're on the edge of something massive. You don't have to know what it is yet. You just have to keep walking. Let go of needing a name for the next phase. Just follow what feels clean, quiet, and true. The rest will configure around your frequency. So take a deep breath, ground your presence, and remember this: you were never alone in this silence. Every soul who came encoded with the truth is rising with you. Quietly, powerfully, in sync. We didn't come here to follow. We came here to beam, to restore, to remember. And when the great silence ends, we won't go back to what was. We'll build what always should have been.